He is regarded in many countries as one of the greatest navigators that ever lived. However, for the best part of 200 years, he seems to have been almost forgotten in his own country. But why? Unlike Nelson or Wellington, there was no significant national monument. There was no longer even a gravestone. For many years, this, amazingly, was the only statue of Matthew Flinders in the entire country. And down here is his little cat, Trim. Hello, Trim. And across the street is the place where he was born. Matthew Flinders was just 26 years old when the British Admiralty gave him command of the Investigator and a commission to chart the new territories in the South Pacific that had been explored only years earlier by Captain Cook. This directive brought him into competition with the French navigator Nicolas Baudin, to whom the British had only months previously granted a passport to explore those same lands. However, it was Flinders who would be the first to circumnavigate the island continent successfully, claiming it for Great Britain and naming it Australia. With the irreparable Investigator abandoned in Port Jackson, Flinders, anxious to get his charts back to England, took passage on the Porpoise. Surviving a shipwreck on the Great Barrier Reef, Flinders took command of the small coastal schooner the Cumberland. But the Cumberland had been a former spy ship. He set course for the Cape of Good Hope. In danger of sinking in the middle of the Indian Ocean, he sought shelter in Mauritius, unaware England was now back at war with France. There, he was arrested as a spy and was to be held for 6.5 long years. It took 2 centuries before a statue was finally unveiled in the capital by Prince William at London's Euston Station. Then, miraculously in 2019, a coffin was discovered during excavation by archaeologists working on HS2. A plaque on the lid gave a clue as to who was interned. And the remains were later confirmed to be that of Captain Matthew Flinders. So why was he lost for so long? And why was he not more widely known by the people of his own country?
Captain Flinders, still making drawings of the coastline, I see.
It being 1 year this day since we became prisoners on this island, I wrote a letter to the Captain General praying to be released. In writing this letter, it was necessary to be cautious, to urge every argument, to induce the General to comply with my request and yet not sacrifice anything of my own honour or that of my country